Good evening. I'm John Delaventura. This is a Board of Education Operations Committee meeting tonight. The purpose of this meeting is for public input on the 2023-24 budget. This is an input-only discussion tonight. The ideas and considerations will help us build the budget as we move forward. With this in mind, there will not be many conversations. We want to hear your input and move forward on the budget from there. There will be opportunities for discussions at later times. I kind of want to take you through the timeline of the budget a little bit here. After tonight, on October 24th, the Board of Ed will meet with district leadership to discuss the budget. From there, on January 3rd, the preliminary budget and proposed bonding will be submitted to the Board of Education for us to discuss. And then on January 9th, the budget will be presented to the actual Board of Education at our regular meeting for the public. And discussions will then begin with the public then. We'll then have a Board of Education and Board of Finance meeting to discuss the budget. And then most importantly for the public input on January 23rd and January 24th, we will have public hearings to discuss the budget. That's when everyone will have an opportunity to ask questions about the budget, have their say in terms of what they'd like seen changed or omitted in the budget if possible. So that's when everyone will have an opportunity to discuss. And then in April of 2023, we will have our town referendum for the budget. So tonight, for those of you here, and apologies, we did plan on having this live streamed. We will make every effort to take this recording and post it to YouTube as soon as we complete the meeting. We ask that as you approach the podium, you clearly state your name and address, as well as sign the sign-in sheet at the podium as well. We're going to limit speaking to 4 minutes per person. Please try to respect that time limit. If for any reason you don't get everything in that you wanted to say, after everyone has had their opportunity to speak, we welcome you to come back and complete your address. So with that, if anyone would like to approach the podium and let us know what you think. Nobody wants to go first?
Girl.
Motion to adjourn.
Come on, it's friendly.
We're still waiting on someone.
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
Okay. Who do we have just for Hasu?
Is there anybody else who would like to address the board with comments?
There we go.
Stressed about the 4 minutes. My name is Chris Ward, and 378 Willow Road here in town. I am the president of the Guilford Boys Ice Hockey Booster Club, and I'm also the father of a girl on a daughter on the girls team and a son on the boys team. So tonight I'm speaking for about 30 to 40 families between the boys and the girls ice hockey teams. I am also, I was here 1 year ago meeting with this group, and thank you for the forum, and good to see you again, to continue a conversation we began. A year ago, I stood here and I talked about roughly 20 years, and I'll use the word lightly, of maybe neglect for the teams and their funding. In 2000, the boys hockey team was given about $10,000 for defraying ice costs. So ice costs during that time never changed. The funding from the Board of Education never changed during that 20 years. Ice costs more than doubled during that time, effectively having the contribution and shifting costs to the parents. So what that meant was that parents were, I mean, last year I can tell you the check that I wrote, or the 30 to 40 families that I represent wrote, was in the $1,500 range to play hockey for Guilford Public High School. We're not content with that. We talked about that last time, and last year I know there was a lot of budget consideration, particularly with the medical cost increase that you guys faced and managed very successfully. But even with that, you found a way to find an incremental $5,000 for both the boys and the girls team, which helps a lot. So what that means is today for Guilford hockey, the Board of Education and the town of Guilford fund 56% of the total cost of the ice hockey team, 56%. Good number. Good to see it's a majority now, not coming from the parents, but majority from the town. So that 44%, where does that come from? That comes from parents, and that comes from fundraising. So at the 44% level, what it means is it's a $1,700 family tuition fee to play hockey for the Guilford High School. We're not comfortable with that number. I don't think anybody feels great about a $1,700 bill coming in to playing hockey at high school. So what we do is we aggressively fundraise. We very aggressively fundraise. So there's two parts of the Guilford High School hockey season. One is the playing season, and the second is the fundraising season, and we do that. So we've already held, since the close of last season, we've held 8 fundraisers. We have 3 more to go. So we will do a fundraiser a month. The student athletes that join me are as much ferocious hockey players as they are ferocious salespeople. All right, we're on your doorstep. We're at Peter Palumbo's place washing cars, washing town police cars. This is what we do. I love what it does for our kids, but at the same time, 11 events in a year, that's a heck of a lot. So we want to change that. Now, you can kind of see where I'm going with my, my request overall. What I'd like to do now is turn it over to some of the players, and let's not hear from old man Chris anymore. Let's hear from some of the student athletes. So if I may, I'll just step aside and I'll turn to some of our players. We have sophomore through senior here. And I'm going to ask Alex, right here, senior, and I'm going to ask Orion Carney, a sophomore here. A simple question. So when you look at what we do as a team, what you guys do as a team, we bus from here down to the rink, and we've been nomadic because of different rink closures and COVID and other issues and all that. But rumor is you put in about 20 hours per week to play Guilford High School hockey. That's a lot. What makes it worthwhile?
You know, I think ice hockey is a really unique sport, and I think just that overall is the main reason why I continue to play. Like putting my skates on, preparing for a game, and going around with my teammates. It's such a close bond, especially with all those odd hours of driving to and from practice or games. You know, we have such a close bond, and I think that's what makes it all worth it in the end. So.
Yeah. So for me, I was a freshman last year, and I came to the high school, didn't know a lot of the kids here, and it helped me a lot to meet a lot of upperclassmen. They helped me like learn, get better. A lot of the pasta parties and bus rides and stuff, that also helped me like meet a lot of new people, and overall it just made it a lot more fun for me.
Thanks, Alex. Thanks, Ryan. Now, the girls' team, you may not know, is on the verge of co-oping, will co-op this year. So Guilford will join with Branford, North Branford, and East Haven in order to field a team. So I'm thankful that we can have a team, but it's not the option we want, right? Something is lost. And so the hope is that we can return to a full roster, a Guilford dedicated squad in the near future. But what I'd like to ask Kim Evans, captain on the team, a senior, ferocious skater, but plays any position on the ice. Kim, when you think about that in your 4 years recruiting and gently encouraging your classmates to consider playing hockey, what's some of the resistance, what's some of the reasons why not that you hear from your friends and classmates?
Yeah, so I've asked so many girls, and a lot of girls have approached me about playing ice hockey. And a couple of girls will say, oh, I don't know how to skate, but the main reason is funding. A lot of girls can't afford to take a $1,000+ risk to play ice hockey. So unfortunately, although a lot of them really want to join and really want to be a part of our team, it's just not feasible to take that risk. And a lot of people can't afford it at the end of the day. So having that extra funding would really help to build our community in order for us not to have to co-op and have that our Guilford girls ice hockey team just be Guilford and not have to co-op with other towns.
Thank you, Kim. And just 90 seconds, team, and I'll be wrapped. And then Shane Considine, senior on the team, captain, defenseman extraordinaire. Shane, when you think about the fundraising, we talked about 8 events and more to come, and you think about your 4 years and the memories you have, what's the fundraising been like? Talk to us about that.
So for the past 4 years, I've been on the team, and for the past 4 years, I've been to almost every fundraising event we've had. And for the most part, it seems like every year it increases. Every year it's more fundraising. It seems like went from 1 car wash a year to 4 car washes a year. And they're fun. Most of them are fun. We do bake sales, too, on the green at concerts. We do poinsettias sales, mum sales, an ad book, which we had to go knock to doors or go to businesses, ask for donations, ask for their ad. And some of it's fun, but then other points you get, especially with COVID, the businesses don't have enough money or they're struggling to give ads. So it's been a struggle as years have gone on, and it's also a lot more fundraising, which has been hard for us too. And no matter how much fundraising we do, it still seems like we're paying a lot. Thank you.
Thank you. So to close, the request is we're at 56% right now, and again, thank you for the contributions and the support and all that you do. The request is that we go to 75%. At the 75% funding level, what that would mean is it's about $1,000 tuition going to the families per player. Depends on the number of players on the roster a little bit. But then the aggressive fundraising kicks in, and we think we can reduce that down to about $500 per family. As a reminder from the research we did benchmarking last year of the CIAC Division II teams in which we compete against, 13 of 16 are 100% funded by their towns. And I'm asking us to go to 75% for next year and further consideration to follow. Thank you for your time.
Thanks so much.
Cheers.
Thank you very much. Do we have anybody else?
Hello, members of the Board of Education. My name is Rylan Jacobson, 1470 Long Hill Road. I'm a senior at the Guilford High School and a current member and one of the captains of the swim and dive team. It is an honor to be able to speak with you this evening representing the Guilford High School girls swim and dive team. We are incredibly grateful for your help with the past budgets. With your assistance, we are a competitive swim team and dive team, and we are so proud to represent our town. We are also thankful to Ms. Chaff and Mr. Jarvis for their support. In addition to showing up to our meets, they have also shown support by providing us with warm-up outfits. As you see, we are wearing the tops tonight, new suits for those that needed to be replaced and for incoming freshmen. We also got swim caps for both regular and postseason. Most importantly, want to give a big thank you to our coach, Jen Amasino, whom this program would never be where it is today without her dedication to this program. A little background. We are a team of swimmers and divers who practice at facilities in Brantford. Our swimmers practice at the Soundview YMCA, and our divers practice at the Walsh Intermediate School. Our home meets are at Walsh, which has been working out well this year since its reopening, and we are so grateful to have both facilities for use. The GHS divers will also utilize the Brantford Diving Coach, which is funded by the Brantford Board of Education. This is a one-year arrangement. Tonight, my teammates and I stand here before you to discuss the need for additional funding of $5,000 to be allocated in the 2023 Board of Education budget. This additional funding would pay for an assistant diving coach and cover the unfunded pool charges. Currently, a portion of the pool expenses are being paid for by pay-to-play fees. As the Guilford diving team continues to grow, sharing a coach with Brantford is not feasible or safe. It is difficult for the current coach to handle both teams, especially when Brantford has a home meet, so our divers cannot practice, or if we have a meet at the same time as Brantford, they do not have a coach to assist with questions. Understandably so, the Brantford coach's priority is with Brantford. Our team is growing and we need a coach. $3,500 of the requested funds would help to pay for an assistant diving coach. Again, because we are guests at both Walsh and the YMCA, there are fees placed upon us to use the pools. The remainder of the requested funds would cover the cost of such unavoidable pool fees. Based on the number of girls that have joined the GHS swim and dive team since 2017, it is important for the development of the program and to be able to support the funding for an assistant diving coach. Jordan Gould, one of our divers, will be speaking next to discuss why the diving program needs your help.
All right, hi, my name is Liana Kloon at 51 Sugarloaf Road, and I'm a freshman here on the team. Guilford High School has won the last 3 Division SEC championships. 2021 was a great season as we finished 5th overall in the SEC championships, behind teams with decades of experience and 3rd overall in Class M states. This year we know we can do better and hopeful to bring Guilford the first state title in swim and dive. Right now we are undefeated in the 2022 season and have expeditioned on all the teams we have faced. Expeditions means once we get to a certain total number of points in the meet, Coach Jen tells the officials to stop counting points for Guilford, but the opponent continues to count their score to appear closer than it really is. Our toughest competition in the regular season will be against Fitch, which is Monday which is coming up on Monday in Groton, so stay tuned. Therefore, we ask for additional funds is extremely important for the Guilford High School swim and dive team as we continue to develop and grow while presenting the best of Guilford High School. Thank you for taking the time to listen to our story, and thank you for your dedication to our schools and students.
Good evening. My name is Jordan Gould. I live on 5 Spinning Mill Court, and I'm a proud sophomore on the girls' swim and dive team. 2 years ago, we had no divers at all, and this year we are undefeated. Diving is critical to our team because when we win, we score a lot of points for the team that go toward team total. If Guilford did not have divers, we would have lost at least one, probably more meets. Having us dive helped the team win SECs last year and will help us hopefully win Class M states. Last year, I started diving after being a competitive gymnast for 10 years. I made the switch after talking to Coach Jen and a bunch of the girls on the swim team who encouraged me. 3 other girls with a gym background also decided to dive. As a group, the divers did great. We earned some points at meets and became a part of the team. They cheered for us and we for them. I ended the season placing 6th at states and 7th at SECs. After the season ended last year, I sought out private clinics and lessons, joined a club team, and have not stopped diving. I've grown to absolutely love the sport, and I really didn't even know existed. This year we have 5 girls, including first-time diving sophomore who has already qualified for SECs and states, a junior who had made great progress since last year, and a first-time diver senior who is now rethinking college plans because the schools are interested in her. Every one of us working on some level with private coach. We have committed to becoming the best athletes we can be, and that commitment has had a positive effect on us. We have set goals, met goals, and missed goals. Yet we work hard every day to keep learning for our teammates and our coach. And our coach situation could use some help. We share a coach with Brantford and the Brantford team, which has caused a few problems like when he has to cancel practice because of a conflict with his team. What has been even harder is he has not been to any of our meets to help us. Coach Jen has helped us, but she's coaching a huge swim team and isn't a diving coach. It seems crazy that every team we compete against and beat has a coach and we don't. Of course, this makes me sort of proud since we have beaten everyone without even our own coach, but having our own coach sure would help us. It's not that Steve is a bad coach, he is not. He's great and we respect his leadership, but his priority is Brantford. Not having our coach on site is also dangerous. If a diver isn't sure of a position of the board or doesn't go into the water just right and is injured, I just don't think it's safe as it could be if we had our own coach focused on us. At the end of the day, there are all sorts of numbers involved in the decision you have to make, but there's only one team that sits undefeated in Guilford, and that is us. Yet we are paying our own way. We need to chip in for pool time and coaching. It sure doesn't seem fair or equitable. I'm asking you to be proud of us, be supportive of your girls, show us your respect we have earned, and fully fund our team next year. Thank you for listening.
Hi everyone, my name is Serena and I'm currently a junior at Guilford High. I live at 63 Maple Crest Drive. As a general overview, my freshman year was a year of COVID and we didn't really have any real meets. One huge step up from this was my sophomore year, where the team and I stood with 12 wins and only 1 loss, and we became co-SEC champions. And now, within my 3rd season of being a part of this amazing team, we are projected to go completely undefeated. That means 13 wins, all exhibition, and 0 losses. Additionally, we have now had high yet completely achievable goals of being SEC and state champions, completely ourselves. Technically speaking, Guilford's entire swim team history has never accomplished what the girls behind me and I have accomplished in such a short amount of time, only 3 seasons. All thanks to the support of those in front of me. I think I can speak for everyone when I say that we are very grateful for the support that you all have provided us. Before handing it off to one of my teammates, I would just like to say how proud I am of all the progress that each and every one of us have made on the entire team to represent the swim and dive team of Guilford.
Hi, my name is Grace Young. I live at 43 Chestnut Grove Road. I've been a swimmer since I moved to Guilford in the 5th grade, and I hope today, as I am coming to the close of my high school swimming career, I can provide for you some insight about what swimming has done for me. Not only has swimming simply existed as a part of my life, it has contributed to it in many beneficial ways. Swimming has gifted me friends, a family. It has taught me the true value of hard work both in and out of the pool. It has helped to set me up for the next 4 years of my life as a collegiate athlete, and it has helped me to cope with countless grievances, and even further has helped me to celebrate the little things worth It has helped me to appreciate the little things worth celebrating. Hard day in the pool. Best day ever, also in the pool. Now, as a senior, I look back on the past few years of my life, and I think about how different it would have been without high school swimming. As one of the current 3 captains of the girls' team, I want to be sure that my girls are being left with nothing but the best circumstances possible to be successful as a team and as people. I can safely say that this swim team has shaped me into the person that I am today, and I hope that with your help and consideration, other student athletes such as myself will be able to continue to receive the same experiences and life lessons from swimming that I have. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Izzy Torello, 304 Landon's Way, and I'm currently a sophomore. As a year-round swimmer from a young age, I never understood what it meant to compete for a team and with a team until I started competing for GHS. The sport of swimming is very individualized, but the GHS team has shown me what it means to be a team member. This team is full of fantastic swimmers and divers who compete with heart and have proven at all of our 13 meets how strong we are when we work together instead of individuals. Each one of my teammates has accomplished a goal time this season they didn't know was possible. This team is not just full of amazing swimmers, but even better people, who I enjoy and look forward to being around every day. To conclude today, I would like to thank you all for listening to what we have to say and for the support everyone sitting before us has shown our team. As a recap, we are asking for a total of $5,000 to be allocated into the 2023 Board of Education budget. $3,500 of these funds will go to the diving assistant coach. This is extremely important to support our diving team as it continues to grow and ensures our divers have a coach when the 1-year contract with Brantford is over. The remainder is to be used for pool fees for my teammates and I who practice at the Soundview YMCA. The Brantford Athletics has been so generous to let us use Brantford Walsh Intermediate School for our home meets this season, thus allowing our amazing divers to compete with us at all home meets. Thank you for taking the time to listen, and we hope you consider our request. Thank you.
Is there anyone else that would like to speak?
Hi, I'm Barb Hargraves, and I live on Landon's Way. I'm here tonight. You guys all did a great job, by the way. I just want to say that. I'm here tonight because I don't have any specific money amounts in mind, but I'm here to kind of make a plea for the music and the arts. I know everybody's talking about science and math, and we have a lot on sports, but the arts are so important to our kids. The last couple of years with COVID, I feel that the arts have really given a lot of consistency from all the way down in elementary school all the way to high school. You know, in elementary school, our kids have 5 different classroom teachers, but they have 1 art teacher and 1 music teacher, 1 PE teacher and 1 library teacher. And then once they hit the middle school and all the way up here, they're in band or orchestra and art classes, and I'm thinking mostly about music because that's where my kids have really spent a lot of time. My oldest is in wind ensemble here, and she's been with the same group of people since 5th grade. And the consistency and the knowledge that you have a group of, you have a community that's been with you all along, that knows you, has been so helpful to her, and I know to all of her classmates. And what really kind of struck me these last couple of years is that with all the ups and downs of the pandemic and all the emotional and, psychological turmoil that we've all been through, the consistency of having, wind ensemble with Mr. Gom or band with Mr. Gom for 4 years has been, it's been great for her, for everybody else. And so my plea is that when you're looking at the budget this year, if you could just keep in mind that the arts are so important for our kids. It's so important for our kids to be able to express themselves and to have that consistent teacher, consistent group of kids with them, consistent community. And it's just helpful. So that's it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Anyone else? No? Before we adjourn, Dr. Freeman, do you have any feedback, any comments to make?
I just want to say how much I appreciate the comments, but how much I appreciate the comments from students tonight. It is nice to see students getting involved in this process to this level. So I very much appreciate everybody who turned out tonight, but I particularly appreciate our students who came out tonight. Thank you very much.
Yes.
And stay involved. Follow the rest of the process, please. It starts tonight, but it's a long process. It doesn't end until April, so please stay engaged and stay involved.
I was just going to add, the board here is all very accessible. So please, if there wasn't anything that was said tonight that you want to let us know about, please do feel free to reach out to the board. With that, do we have a motion to adjourn?
So
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.